Now the most time-consuming thing of this whole project is the actual removing of the hinges. And because all these hinges were pretty well, I'd say probably hasn't been removed for a long time, the screws into the hardwood make it extremely difficult. So it's taken me about an hour and a half just to take all the hinges off. So it'll probably take me an hour and a half to finish all these now. And then we'll see if we've got the spare hinges and we'll put it back together. Right, now we've now got the cabinet on its side, and this side here you can see the cracks down here where this has probably had more sun. And I'll just show you how easy and how simple again, you notice I'm just using about 1/8 or 1/4. How easy is that? Have a good one. Now here we are, we've just given the main cabinet just a bit of a lick. There you can see how nicely that's coming along. So now we'll go and do the doors and we'll take it from there. So I personally think it's looking very smicko. Hi, how are you going? So what we're going to be doing is using pale boiled oil or boiled linseed oil. We've now got the cupboard. We've now given it a clean up. And what I'm going to do is we've given it a light sanding, and while I'm waiting for the hinges to come, don't you just love eBay, just going to show you how wonderful just one coat of pale boiled oil will do to 8 hours ago. This was a very roughly painted. Now the beauty of doing this coat is it's going to give us an idea of what we missed, what needs to be redone, and give us a good indication. As I've said through this presentation, I do like the rustic look. So this will just tell us exactly what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done, what needs to be redone. But again, you have a look at this beautiful timber up the middle. As I said, we've given it a light sanding. We might have to do this one a little bit more. But the beauty of this stuff is, she gets in there, and then it just spreads right out into the timber. Even the areas you can't get into, once it gets hold of the timber, she'll just spread into it. So you can see all along here. So before I do the next coat, I'll just come along with the chisel or a very fine paint scraper, and we'll just pay attention to all those. But this will certainly give you an idea of how this pale boiled oil. So this is just about 9 hours work. So she's not a bad effort, is it? Right, so now you can see a couple of areas here just with the pale boiled oil on it. So now I'm just going to use a coarse steel wool on this. I don't know if you can see that, but or if my book head's getting in the way. It's all very well to be a bit heavy with it on hardwood, but when you get onto softwood you've got to be a little bit delicate. I don't know if you can see it over there, but it's just taking the milkiness off it. I'll just get a bit more pale boiled oil on the steel wool, and this just lifted it up considerably. Now let's have a look down here. Try and keep my head out of the way. Again, as I've said all along, I don't like the complete really neat and tidy look, but this is always going to be a second-hand cupboard. It's always going to be, we call it rejuve, not restored, rejuvenated. But I try awfully hard not to take it right back and lose the patina, because then it just doesn't look. But I don't know if you can remember what this looked when I started, but it's certainly taken a lot of that just white film off it. So now we can have a look. This is the first coat. It's actually come up really well. I'm very, very impressed with what we've got here. Still a few spots we've got to attend to, but in general I think we've done a pretty good job. But it's still, Judy and I, you're probably looking at about 25-30 hours already. So thank you for taking the journey with us.